Powered by Riverside FM.
That is right. I am powered by Riverside FM. Wherever you may be watching, it may be on Riverside. If you got the app downloaded, it may be on YouTube. It may even be on Facebook. But I am live and I'm in living color wherever you may be catching this feed. It is the A Train. And of course, if those of you who don't get to catch it live, this show will be podcasted. So when you hear me say things like on the other side of this break, that is to allow the sponsorship time to add to insert an advertisement. So when you hear me say that and you hear certain key phrase noises, you'll know what that's all about. Anyway, I want to take the time to say thank you to all who have listened to the show over the years. When I first started it from scratch, didn't know nothing, had a funky looking logo, so much so until I had to come up with a creative idea, which is why I have the logo that I have today. And to those of you who are waiting on your shirts, they will get there. I'm moving a little bit slow. I'm mending a little bit better. Uh, can't wait to get back to work. This last almost month has been that that part right there. But thank you for those who have asked about how am I doing. Got a dose of good news because when I first started this podcast, one of my aims was I want to be different than the regular mainstream podcast. I want to be different than regular talk radio. I want to add a different flavor. And to some extent, I did do that, but I kind of veered away from it. I found my niche in making this show dedicated to interviewing up and coming rising stars, future stars, ath- uh, player spotlight, talking to coaches at the high school level, small college levels, and to me, that's what makes my show what it is. It's the people I have on that I can interview. That's what make this show. As I always say, it's the number one podcast in the state of Kansas. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that. Uh, I've given credit to such people as uh, there's some young ladies out in Las Vegas. It's called Girl Chat Sports. Yeah, I mentioned them because when I didn't have the equipment that I have, and trust me, I do not have state of the art equipment. I have a live sound card that I got off of Amazon for like maybe 30, $40. I don't have the most high tech. I got a laptop that I'm operating on right now. Uh, but when I first started, it was plug the earbuds in the phone and talk. And Girl Chat Sports, they are out there in Las Vegas. And they have a slogan. It goes like this. They said that we may not have balls, but we know sports. That that's their motto. I asked them, since I'm doing it on the phone, what would you advise? They said, don't get no cheap earbuds. Plain and simple. They kept it real, and I appreciate them for that. So every now and then I get a chance to give them a shout out and tell them thank you. But I got a notification this week from Feed Spot Trending Podcast. It says congrats to my Twitter handle, which is Hot and Saxy 2, which is spelled to those you want to reach out, HOTNSAXXY2. And the reason I use that as a name because I'm also a saxophone player, in case some of y'all didn't know. So some of you high schools in the area coming up, I wouldn't mind doing a guest appearance playing the national anthem for you. I'm just putting a little plug in for myself. Uh, but it says your podcast has been selected as one of the 40 best sports history podcasts on the web by at underscore feed spot. And that goes back to when I first started doing podcasts. When I said I want to do something different, I want to give you some sports history as well too, like sports history from HBCU. How did HBCU get started? Uh, Sports history from the Negro League, from the Negro Baseball League. I want to give you a history like that because I want to be different. I want something that could help me stand out. But like I said, I ended up finding my niche in interviewing high school student athletes. And that's been a good thing. And I'm always grateful to the parents for allowing their student athletes to be on my show. I've had some great student athletes. Uh, as I've heard coaches say about their players, a good high character student athletes who not only excel on the playing field, the basketball court, the diamond, but they also excel in the classroom, which is why I always ask them, what is your grade point average and what is the importance of an education? And they all pretty much nail it for the most part. So we need to applaud these young people. Today, I know that there's another AAU tournament going on, which is all these are just leading up to the grand finale in Louisville, Kentucky, I do believe. Uh, Want to wish all those young ladies out there the best of luck because coming up next week is the Run for the Roses uh, tournament in Kentucky. So, what I want to do, because there are a lot of AAU teams, a lot of female AAU teams, and I believe today would be a good day to run back some history. As we know that the WNBA is in the spotlight. Now, let me be honest, some good, some not so good. And I would advise a lot of you to stay away from those chat rooms. It's not good for you, it's not healthy for you. It can not, it's not, it can be. It is at times, or at a lot of times, very toxic because I know for a fact that there are a lot of non basketball people trying to make comments about things they don't know about. They may know about one player, but they don't know about the history of this league. One player does not make this league. Right there, I may get in trouble for just saying that because someone is going to label me as a hater. I'm not hating, I'm stating facts. Before I get into the history, people right now are petitioning ESPN because Carolyn Peck said that the Indiana Fever play better without Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna get to this history, but I want to share some light. I am not a Caitlin Clark hater by no means, but you know, a lot of people are comparing Caitlin Clark to Steph Curry because she can come across the half court line and shoot the logo threes. She's not even comparable to Steph Curry. I would compare her more to Jalen Brunson, and I would compare the Indiana Fever to the New York Knicks prior to her injury. Caitlin Clark is a ball dominant player. The ball is in her hand. But the team with this recent injury has had to learn how to play without her. And it has worked wonders because instead of standing around waiting for Caitlin to make something happen, now the ball moves a little bit more crisper. The players move around as opposed to standing around. Now, let me add this from a basketball perspective. Caitlin is supporting her teammates while she's injured. We don't know the timetable when she will be back. But if she is processing this and if she is a student of the game, which I believe she is, because another thing happened during the week. Another article came out about Natasha Howard calling her little sister and people getting bent out of shape. No, all Natasha Howard was saying is, Caitlin, we have your back. You don't have to do it all. That part right there, that part. And some of you have heard me say it like this. There's a high school team here within my local area. They have a player on their team that they could rely on her to score 25, 30 points a game, and she could easily do it, but they don't have to because they have a complete team. Same thing with the Indiana Fever. You got Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Boston. You got some nice pieces to that team. So while Caitlin is injured, listen at me, listen at me, listen at me. While she's injured, if she is processing what's going on while she's injured and studying and surveying the game, when she comes back, maybe the light goes off that, hey, first of all, this is not Iowa. At Iowa, she had to be the be all end all. At Indiana, she doesn't have to. She got teammates. They got her back. It will also minimize her turnovers. Think about it. It will minimize her turnovers. Teams won't be able to just focus on Caitlin because the first thing they're going to do is stick someone at the logo and prevent the three. So they're going to guard against that. But if you have good ball movement with Caitlin, guess what? Now Indiana becomes a contender. Mark my words. So no, this is not hate. This is just pure basketball facts. Caitlin, you're in the big leagues, but guess what? You got a team around you. You got people around you that has your back. To those who seen Natasha Howard's comments as being a slap in the face, no, it's a sign of endearment when she says, Caitlin's my little sister. I have her back. Indiana could be one of those teams we're talking about. Teams, teams, teams we're talking about for years to come. Once they get it figured out with Caitlin in the lineup, that could be the most dangerous team. So I wanted to get that out and get that clear the air because I'm just one voice. I don't know how many people are going to hear me, but it is what it is. I want to get that out the way because now, since I was rated as a top 40 podcast for sports history, the reason there are a lot of young girls playing basketball today is because of this right here. A brief history of the WNBA. So we're going to transition into this segment right now. The WNBA, Women's National Basketball Association, was established in 1996 and began play in 1997 as the Women's Professional Basketball League in the United States. Its inception, the league was created by the NBA as a way to promote women's professional basketball. It launched with 8 teams and aimed to provide a platform for top female basketball talent. The growth. Over the years, the league expanded to 12 teams, with teams relocating and rebranding. The WNBA has grown in popularity and visibility, especially with increased media coverage and sponsorship. But it didn't come without challenges. The league has faced challenges such as competition for viewership, financial hurdles, and establishing a strong fan base. However, it has persisted and grown, achieving greater recognition. The recent developments. The league continued to expand its reach with more media deals, international players, and a focus on social issues. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the key players who helped build the league. Cheryl Swoops, often called the female Michael Jordan. Swoops was one of the league's first stars playing for the Houston Comets and winning four consecutive MVP awards and four championships. Lisa Leslie, a dominant center who played for the Los Angeles Sparks. Leslie was the first woman to dunk in a WNBA game and helped propel the league's popularity. Tamika Catchings, known for her defense and versatility. Catchings was a longtime star for the Indiana Fever, winning the MVP award in 2011 and multiple championships. Sue Bird, a key figure for the Seattle Storm. Bird has been a leader on and off the court, winning multiple championships and gold medals. Diana Taurasi, often called the White Mamba. Taurasi has been one of the league's most prolific scorers and a central figure for the Phoenix Mercury. Candace Parker, a versatile star who has played for the Los Angeles Sparks and Chicago Sky. Parker has been a dominant force and league MVP. Their impact. These players, among others, helped establish credibility, inspire young athletes, and attract fans to the league. Their performance, leadership, and advocacy have been crucial in elevating the WNBA's profile. Next up, we're going to talk about Maya Moore and the impact she's had on the WNBA and women's basketball overall, both on and off the court. Maya Moore's on court achievements. Exceptional player. Maya Moore is widely regarded as one of the most talented and accomplished players in WNBA history. She played the majority of her career with the Minnesota Lynx. Moore helped lead the Lynx to four WNBA championships: 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017, establishing the team as a dominant force in the league during her tenure. Some of her individual honors. She has earned multiple accolades, including WNBA Rookie of the Year 2011, multiple All Star selections, WNBA Most Valuable Player 2014, WNBA Finals MVP 2013. Scoring and defense. Maya Moore is known for her scoring ability, versatile offensive game, and strong defensive skills, making her a well rounded and impactful player. Her off court impact, advocacy, and social justice. Beyond her basketball skills, Maya Moore has been an influential advocate for social justice and community service. She has used her platform to promote causes such as criminal justice reform, racial equality, and youth empowerment. Her criminal justice reform, one of her most notable contributions outside basketball, was her work to exonerate Jonathan Irons, a man wrongfully convicted of a crime. Moore dedicated years to campaigning for his release, ultimately leading to his exoneration in 2020. This effort highlighted her commitment to social justice and inspired many fans and players. Role model. Moore's dedication to her faith, activism, and community service has made her a role model for aspiring athletes, demonstrating the importance of using sports as a platform for positive change. And let me also add that young man that she got released from prison, is also now her husband. So, what is Maya Moore's legacy? Maya Moore's impact extends beyond her impressive basketball resume. Her activism and commitment to social issues have elevated the profile of WNBA players as activists and role models. Her career exemplifies how athletes can leverage their influence to advocate for, for justice and social improvements. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at her career stats, and then we're going to look at another player who made an impact on the league. Maya Moore played in the WNBA primarily with the Minnesota Lynx from 2011 to 2018, with a brief hiatus from the league during her activism efforts. Here are some of her key career statistics and achievements. Points per game, 18.4 points per game. Rebounds, 5.4 rebounds per game. Assist, 2.3 assists per game. Steals, 1.4 steals per game. Blocks, zero point 0.3 blocks per game. Field goal percentage, 48%. 3-point percentage, 37%. Free throw percentage, don't put her at the line because she's sitting at 87% clip. Her career highlights include WNBA championships, 4 of them, 2011 to 2013, 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017. MVP award, 2014. Finals MVP, 2013. All-Star selections, multiple times. All WNBA team selection, multiple. Olympic gold medals, 2012, 2016 with Team USA. Moore's combination of scoring, defense, leadership, and versatility made her one of the league's most dominant and respected players during her career. Last but not least, Rebecca Lobo. I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. I actually had a crush on her. It's not funny. Everybody's done had a celebrity crush at one time or another. I'm just man up to admit mine. Anyway, Rebecca Lobo was one of the pioneering stars of the WNBA and played a crucial role in shaping the league's early years. Her early career achievements during drafted 1997 as the second overall pick by the New York Liberty in the league's inaugural draft. At college, she excelled at the University of Connecticut, leading the Huskies to a national championship and helping elevate women's college basketball's profile. Her career played primarily for the New York Liberty with stints at the Houston Comets and later became a prominent analyst and advocate. Her impact on the league, pioneering presence as one of the first high profile players, Lobo helped generate media attention and legitimacy for the WNBA in its formative years. Known for her intelligence, leadership, and advocacy for women's sports, she became a role model for young female athletes. Media and advocacy. After retiring, Lobo became a prominent basketball analyst and commentator, using her platform to promote women's basketball and issues related to gender equality. Promotion of women's sports through her visibility and voice, she contributed to increasing awareness and respect for women's professional basketball. Her legacy, Rebecca Lobo's influence extends beyond her playing days. She helped legitimize the league, inspired future generations of female athletes, and remains an influential figure in sports media and advocacy for women's sports. Just want to give y'all something to let you know how this podcast in its inception was to be. It was about history. And I hope that this history continues to inspire a lot of young ladies out there, especially in the sport of women's basketball. I want to thank you for tuning in. And I want you to know that this podcast, plain and simple,
Powered by Riverside FM.
until the next time, take care of yourself and each other. I'm Anthony Smith. Once again, thank you. And I'm out of here.